Like what we do? Share this on your socials and tell everyone.
Welcome in to Wildcat Sports Talk. Let's join Adam Webb and Tim Brandstetter now.
Welcome into Wildcat Sports Talk. We are presented by the Kentucky Daily. My name is Adam.
And my name is Tim.
I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the show as we are broadcasting live here from Jefferson City, Missouri. We are high atop the Doubletree Hotel and here at the Sapphire Restaurant.
Really nice place.
Very nice place.
Really
we just had a great meal, and we're super excited to be here. We want to be there covering the Cats in the exhibition game, but, somebody's got to travel over here and cover this too. Mm-hmm. So there's only about two of us.
Yeah. SEC game on the road against Missouri or an exhibition game. So
right. So you pick, but we got what we wanted out of it. So, we also know as well, we will be covering plenty of basketball this year, and we will be right there doing it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, man. Don't kid yourself.
I mean, even the big games.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, I just want to start the show off. Big-time announcement for you guys, and this is huge. And I know the game's going on, the exhibition game's going on right now. And but we have to go live when we have to go live.
We do. We got a schedule. We got a schedule.
So, we got to do it.
If a lot of people are out there watching the Kentucky basketball exhibition game right now, we understand if you don't want to call in. But hopefully you get a chance to watch this later.
Right.
If you're watching on Facebook, hey, if you're on radio, it's Saturday morning.
All right.
Game day.
Well, we would love to take your call. 859-428-8419 is the number to call. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. Yeah.
So, man, you want to tell them what we did today?
So, big time, just a lot of fun today. I mean, we kind of, first of all, we took the trip last night, and we actually just took the trip. Caller, if you're there, just hang on. We'll get you on here in just a sec. Well, never mind. Hung up. All right, we'll try this one. Caller, if you're on, just sit tight. We'll get you in just a second. No, we took the trip over to Illinois, stayed in Illinois, and then from there traveled to here, Jefferson City, Missouri, which is just south of Columbia, for folks that want to know. First of all, it's about the flattest country I've ever seen in my life.
It's beautiful, though.
But, the gateway to the west, we got to see the arch.
That was really cool.
Went up in that thing.
And you had to talk me into getting up in there.
I had to talk you into it. But we did go up in there, and it was really cool. It's something, it's one of those bucket list things that you have to do.
The view is amazing.
That you have to do. So, but anyway, my Twitter mentions, they get pretty crazy at times. So we have a caller on the line, I believe who's been trying to call for a while, who has been hitting us up on Twitter. It's been getting wild the last week because, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
We went down there and took a rear end busting in Knoxville.
To the number one team in the country.
To the number one team in the country. So, caller, without cussing, please do not cuss. That's all I'm going to ask. What's up? What's up, man? Do what now?
I said I'm not going to cuss.
I got you, man.
Good deal.
I got you. That sounds great. Well, you're on. What
I just wanted to talk about this whole rivalry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's talk about it. What do you talk about?
I figured you'd want to talk about being number one in the country.
I mean, right now it is what it is, but we still got a big game to play this weekend. I ain't worried about what's going on right now. I'm worried about what's going to happen then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, man. It's definitely gonna be a tough one. And hey, listen, we're Kentucky guys. We love our Cats. We got a good team this year, but we don't have a great team. We thought our team was going to be great, but they're just not quite there. And hey, credit to Tennessee, man. They've took leaps and bounds with that new coach, and they got things going in the right direction. So, man, you guys got to be happy.
Oh, we're thrilled. I'm 29 years old. I chose to be a Tennessee fan whenever I was probably in 9th grade, so 2009.
Okay, where do you live?
And Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Okay, well that makes sense. Makes sense.
And from then on, I've just been a Tennessee fan and just suffered through the heartaches of every year. And I mean, it just is what it is.
Well, I will say this. In terms of the rivalry, I give Tennessee fans a lot of trash on social media, I mean, to be fair, it's sort of deserved over the years because it's gone the other way around over the years as well, and so in terms of the rivalry, I think the rivalry is one of the best ones in sports. It's one of the best out of state rivalries you can have. I think. There's a lot of in-state rivalries: Louisville, Kentucky, other avenues like that.
Well, if you look at wins and losses, I mean, we've not won near our fair share, even in the last 8 to 10 years. I mean, the last 6 to 8 years we've won.
Right.
We've won a few, but if you look at the last 3 games, hey, 2 years ago we won 34-7. And then last year was a 3-point game. Tennessee won, and then this year they got us back for that 34-7 game,
right?
And laid it on us. So you never know what's going to happen in that rivalry, but it's a good border state rivalry.
I'll say this. I mean, y'all. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just lie. I mean, y'all have fired me up in the whole TikTok football thing. I mean, whenever we get to basketball season, I mean, it's more fair there. I mean. We can sit here and say that Tennessee owns Kentucky in football. Basketball is a little bit more split down the middle now.
Now, stop. Listen.
If basketball's a little bit more split down the middle because of lately, then football's a little bit more split down the middle.
Like, if basketball's split down the middle because of recently, then so is football. That's exactly right. Because here's the thing. You all have never even sniffed a Final Four, so just stop. Just stop. And honestly, if it wasn't going to happen last year, it might never happen. So don't sit here and say that it's split down the middle. We have absolutely busted your butt in basketball. We
what was the record? What was y'all's record last year?
We own all of okay, but what was the score 2 years ago against y'all? 34-7. I mean, it goes both ways.
And I mean, if you look at it, I mean, it's just 2 years ago, and it was 34-7. It's hard to say you own a team and lose 34-7 and then beat them by 3.
I mean, it's a going thing, though, too. I mean, every year that y'all beat us in football, we fired a coach that year.
Well, yeah, I know. Because it crushes your all soul so bad to lose to Kentucky. I mean, that's just really what it boils down to.
I'll say, man, they finally got a good coach. What they do is go through like 12 in the last
Yeah, they've went through a lot.
years.
But you know what? I hate to tell them, but they're going to lose that coach.
I want to know, how confident are you against Georgia? I mean, I'm just curious because I think it's going to be a heck of a game.
In all honesty, I mean, you can flip a coin and the winner's going to be who it's going to be. I mean, you can't sit here and say it's going to be one or the other right now.
Right.
It's best offense in the world, best offense in the country, not the world, versus the best defense in the country.
It might be the best in the world. I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, there's not a whole lot of other football going on around the world.
Yeah, it is offense against defense. And, man, I was looking at the Georgia-Tennessee score last year. If you look at the Tennessee-Georgia score last year, it was pretty lopsided, if I remember right.
Yeah, and if you're trying to call right now, we'll definitely get you in on this call. I'm going to let you go here in just a second. But to summarize, I just want to note something with you. All of the rest of Tennessee, and you can pass this along to every one of your friends that are fans, you're not even close to the level of Kentucky basketball, and you never will be. Ever. We are the pinnacle of basketball. It is the best program in America. It has been. It always will be. Best tradition. It's the best. We're a blue blood. You're not, and you never will be. So no matter what the records are season to season, yes, there's times we've gone down there and lost. There's times you've come to us and absolutely got
the fact of the matter is
got your rear end drilled.
We're going to be ranked in the top 5 every year.
Let's sit here and be real. From here on out, every year, Tennessee is going to travel to Lexington and lose, and y'all are going to come to Knoxville and get y'all's ass beat too. Sorry.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, maybe that's the case. But if you go back, but hold on.
If we season every year,
hold on. If
you go back,
if you go back in history, and you look, There are some of the greatest teams in Kentucky history that have gone down to Knoxville and lost. That's just a fact. It happens. It's hard to win down there. I'll give you that. It is. But if that's what you're hanging your hat on, then hang that hat, buddy. Hang it. Because I'm here to tell you, we hang our hats and we hang our banners in the top of the rafters at Rupp Arena. But if y'all want to hang your hats over beating us in Knoxville, have at it. Hang a banner for that. We beat Kentucky in Knoxville, 1998.
I think the all-time record, if I'm looking at it right, is 157 to 78 in basketball.
It is. Yeah, that's the all-time record, which is I mean, that is horrible. But to give them their fair share, they have more wins against us than any other college basketball program.
Hey, there's that.
I mean, they do have that. But, I mean.
And hey, Tennessee, hey, it's a good time to be a Tennessee fan right now. If you ever have to be one, it's a good time to be one.
But we appreciate you calling in, my man.
I mean, I've said it. I'm just going to end with this. Said it at the beginning of the season. I'll say it again. The year of the Vol. SEC men's, SEC championship, baseball, and football. I'm in with that. Go Vols.
Hey, thanks for the call, man.
Hey, man. Go Cats. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, my guys?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Just John Hammonds?
Yeah, it's John Hammonds.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man?
Good, buddy.
We're
How
doing
you
good, man.
doing,
We ain't heard from you in a little bit.
I know, man. Y'all hanging out in Missouri, looks like.
Yeah, man. First time I've ever been to Missouri. I'm pretty excited.
And I got to say this really quick.
Yeah,
Vernon says you haven't hung a banner in years. Well, actually, we hung a banner in 2015, which is about 7 years ago. So, right, it's been years. He got that part right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Vernon Schwartz. Let me just tell you something about Vernon.
Wouldn't you rather hang a banner at all versus not hanging one? I think I would. I think I'll take.
Vernon Schwartz ain't nothing but a troll. He's been in Facebook jail for almost 2 months. I mean, the guy is a complete troll.
Hey,
that's the nicest thing you can say.
Also,
about
Roy, I didn't skip your comment. I have so many that come in on other platforms as well. We're not just on one. And it says, if you go back in history, Tennessee has spanked you guys a lot more times than not. Did you hang an SEC championship banner at Rupp last year? Okay, did you guys go 7-5 and lose in the Music City Nobody Cares Bowl last year? That goes both ways. That goes both ways.
I just got a question.
I mean,
well, not really a question. I just got something I want to talk about real quick.
What you got, John? What you got, brother?
You know, I understand where we're at. We're limited. You know, we're limited in the offensive philosophy. But here's my take on the whole offensive thing. It's outdated to what Stoops is, to what other teams are doing. You know, the fact of the matter is, a lot of these schools, they're getting these top-level talent players, and they're getting them the ball. We run bubble screens, you know, halfback draws. A lot of these players are not wanting to come to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They don't want to come.
I agree with you, too.
Well, and you know, the thing is and I've said for a while that our offense has got to quit being 1985, 1980, whatever. We've got to stop this. We've got to quit going back in time.
Modern. We've got to get modern.
We've got to get modern with our offense.
You got to spread the field out.
And as bad as I hate to say it, and as much as I hate to say that the hurry up is a gimmick offense, because it is. It's 100% a gimmick offense.
It's turning into the
but it's
modern
becoming
offense.
it's becoming the future of football. And unfortunately,
well, Tim,
as an old school
Tim
guy,
Brandstutter said it best Saturday night after the game. He said, "Quit going back to the 1980s and have an outdated offense."
Yeah, modern football is better.
Move to a modern offense. Why don't you shut up, Vernon Schwartz? You're getting on my nerves on here. But anyways, he ain't nothing but a troll.
No, but yeah, man, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. We've got to do. You know,
I'm just frustrated. I guess, you know, and if we lose to Missouri, I'll just be honest with you.
Don't say it.
If we lose,
don't say it, John.
I'm not saying we're going to.
No. Don't say what you're going to say, because I know what you're going to say. Don't say it. I know you better than that, man. You're not going to turn your back on this team. You're a Cat fan.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying a lot of fans will quit.
You're
a lot of fans will give up on this season.
I got to tell you. I just got to tell you. A lot of fans already have. Okay, but
you know what?
They're not fans.
the basketball team is looking really good tonight. By the way, I just wanted to give you
Oh
that.
yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah,
CJ
they're looking
Frederick.
they're looking fantastic.
TJ Frederick's tough, but
Yeah.
I just want to say this on air while we're here.
Uh-huh.
Vernon Schwartz, you will never be like me.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, there we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
I just want you to know that you are nothing but a troll. You stay in Facebook jail. You troll other fan bases. You don't even have a team. You have Duke one week, Ohio State another, and then you have Oregon. Like, who are you?
Hey, thanks for the call, John. I couldn't have said it no better myself. brother.
Ridiculous.
Tell him, John.
Go Cats. Hey, John got fired up, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
I love
Hey,
it.
859-428-8419. If you want to get it on the show, you can now. The phone lines are open.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We only got one.
We
line.
only got one line, and we're one guy. We're really
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
You're just
we're-
you.
yeah.
You just sit here and look pretty.
That's our thing.
I mean,
I'm trying to
that's-
say that.
I mean, it's just all you do. I mean, that's,
we all bring something to the table. I
Yeah.
got to look pretty.
I'm trying to take your call, Vernon. If you'll just actually call. All right. So here's the thing, Vernon. I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to talk. But if you're just going to say that we're going to lose over and over and over and over and over and over, I don't want to hear that. I want you to back it up with some actual knowledge, Vernon, because I know in that little pea-sized brain of yours, you've got a little bit of knowledge.
Wow, man.
Go to my wall and see what I said. I said everybody was talking about Tennessee being no good. They're not. Their defensive back's terrible, but they pressured the quarterback more than anybody in the SEC, period.
Okay.
Levis, 98 yards and 3 picks. I could have threw them 3 picks.
No,
He completed.
You could have thrown them. No, you would have thrown them, Vernon. You would have thrown 6.
Well, probably would have, but I'm not a blue chip quarterback going in the first round or in the.
Yeah. Which by the way, but just for the record, did you see earlier today how Mel Kiper says that
He's
he's
still
a top
Yeah.
5 pick? Yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
And what Mel Kiper said.
I just want to throw that out there, Vernon, for those of you and everyone else who's doubting.
Tells you
because
how bad the
that
quarterback.
tells you.
back.
Hold on, Vernon. That tells you that Daddy was right. Me being Daddy, when I told everybody, hey, by the way, Hendon Hooker ain't going higher than Will Levis. No matter.
You
what.
also said on your show, you told somebody that called in that Tennessee wouldn't score on Kentucky
Did
like they.
Did I say?
I was going to say he didn't say they wouldn't score.
Didn't say
Yeah.
they wouldn't score.
He did say they wouldn't score like they've been scoring, which was wrong. But hey,
It was wrong, but I was going off of. Here's the thing: when you go to predict a game, Vernon, I'm gonna tell you how this works. You go off of trends, right? And if you go back in trends, you'll see that our defense has been really, really good up into that game. And for some reason,
you got 4 mid-major teams on that schedule. So
okay, first of all,
spare me.
stop. Okay.
No,
hold
4
on,
mid-majors at home.
Vernon,
Take those numbers away, and you ain't worth a damn.
Okay, but this
Ole Miss and Florida on the road.
this whole narrative that you keep spinning, that it only matters at the end, that's not how anybody but you sees it. That's not
Let me
how
address
anybody
him,
but
Aaron.
you sees it.
Florida at home. Now, last year, the Kentucky fans bum rushed the field on a team that ended up being 6-7 and ranked number 70 in the country.
But you can't rush the field
one game removed. They beat Utah, and they play Kentucky, and they're ranked number 12. And I said at that point in time, they'll be a 500 team. What are they? They're a 500 team.
Okay, let me
no more, no less.
Let me ask you this, Vernon. Let's take away the Kentucky hate for just 1 second, and let's switch gears to something and see how actually smart that you really are. All right,
John hurt my feelings, by the way. Go ahead. Because
here's the thing. I gotta know this because I think everyone out there in all of the land that knows you, all the Kentucky fans and all the other fans of other fan bases that know who you are, I'm putting you on the spot right now. Georgia, Tennessee, who do you got? You have to pick.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee. Tennessee's best team in the country.
I forgot. So he's a Tennessee fan now.
Oh,
I'm an Ohio State
fan. You're not.
He's an Ohio State fan. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's the ultimate bandwagon team.
So if Tennessee and Ohio State played each other, who would win?
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee's the best team in the country.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. They're the best offense in the country. I like to watch offense.
Now, will Tennessee win the national championship?
Derek, he used to like Oregon.
Yeah,
He used to like Oregon, but he's realized that Oregon isn't that good, and we've proved that to him. He's also realized.
Oh, they've already got back to number 8 in the country.
That's great. That's great. They got their rear ends dusted by an SEC team. They're not even worthy of SEC power. Not even worthy.
Well, listen, guys, as the seasons went on, and excuse me here, if we go back to what you say, the rankings, the preseason rankings and all that, Arkansas, all these teams, there's 5 teams in the SEC, and I've always said that all the teams in the SEC ride 4 coattails of the better teams. The rest of them is no better than anybody else. Not as good as many teams out there.
Well,
the Kentucky's of the world, huh? Kentucky's going to lose to Missouri, Georgia. Listen, I said it here on your show. They're going to lose to Missouri, Georgia, and Louisville.
Oh,
okay. So you're calling just a horrible season all the way around. That's
well,
good.
I didn't think you'd have a great season to start with. I mean, you scheduled a great season, and you schedule yourself into a bowl, which you do. The once again, as you said just a minute ago, the Who Cares Bowl down in Nashville that you play in every year.
Well, we don't play in that bowl. We haven't played in that bowl for a few years, Vernon. Get with it. Come on.
And then I hear all season long about Rodriguez. What's going to happen when you get him back? You know what? You got him back. You got crushed by Tennessee. I mean that sets you back 10 years.
Losing to the number 1 team in the country.
Losing to the number 1 team in the country.
The team that you just said.
Well, they're not number 1 yet. They're number 3. But no, it's not that you lost. You didn't even show up. You got embarrassed.
Did he say they're number 3? He ain't even called up yet, has he? They're number 1. Right?
But you got embarrassed. You got embarrassed. I mean, it wasn't even a ball game. 44-6, really?
Yeah, terrible.
You had less than 200 total yards of offense. You barely got into the 300 against Florida the first year. Now that's when I said you had 2 picks that produced you 14 points.
Hey, so listen,
and had a catch. You had a 50-some yard catch that probably wasn't a catch.
So if Kentucky don't lose all the 3 of those next games, you have to call in and apologize to the fan base. Fair?
I will every time. If they lose, if
okay.
Kentucky
So Saturday,
wins, I will.
Hold on. So Saturday at the post game show, if we win, you have to call in and apologize, and you have to say,
now, wait a minute. What are you guys going to do for me? You going to call me and apologize to me, or tell me that I'm smarter than everybody?
Hold on. And I can actually do that. I can agree to that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if we win, you also have to say "Go Cats" when you call in.
I will. You got to say "Go Balls," "Go Buckeyes."
How about we say "Go Missouri" if that's who we lose to?
No.
All right.
Nope.
I'll give you a go.
You'll say "Go Buckeyes."
I'll give you that one.
All right.
Go Balls, go Big UT, baby. Anybody but Kentucky. I want it. I hope. I wish. I'd like to see Vanderbilt get them too.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Just out of their misery. Don't even let them go to a bowl game.
Yeah, okay.
You don't deserve it.
Well, all right, Vernon. Good to talk to you.
All right.
See you, man.
See you. 859-428-8419. If you want to talk on the phone, you can. We'll talk to you. We're going to take a quick break, though, because we got to pay bills. That was the longest segment in the history of segments, man.
Well, we had,
we just keep right on rolling, man. I just don't know. Like, we're like, hey, we're going to keep rolling.
We got an announcement to make during this show, don't we?
We do. I was going to make an announcement early on, but we'll make it after the break. Please don't go anywhere. You are listening to Big Blue Nation's best kept secret. We are Wildcat Sports Talk. We'll be right back.
If you've been injured in an accident through no fault of your own, you have options. Don't let insurance companies tell you what your case is worth. Call me, Jeremy Bryant, at 606-261-7381. At Bryant Law, we want you to get the highest possible recovery for your injuries. We can help you with your car wreck, slip and fall, or workers' compensation case. No one should have to withstand the pain, suffering, and inconvenience of a debilitating injury without just compensation. Bryant Law, experience you can trust. Come see Kentucky Creative Bistro and Gallery at South Park Center in Corbin. We are an art gallery and bistro serving a variety of sandwiches, cakes, and coffees. We cater to offices, large groups, and deliver to the local area. If you dine in, you'll experience the vast talent that Kentucky has to offer. Our selections for sale include paintings, photography, and crafts. If you are a Kentucky artist wanting to get your work out to the world, contact us today. We are also now seeking writers for our new endeavor, Kentucky Creative Press.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
The deadly tornadoes that ripped through western and south central Kentucky destroyed homes, devastated communities, and unfortunately claimed the lives of our fellow Kentuckians. Radio and television stations across the Commonwealth have united as one voice in order to help. Please consider supporting the Team Western Kentucky Relief Fund today. Simply go to kba.org and click the Donate Now button. This message of hope is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Wondering how you can show your love? Head over now to Facebook and drop a like.
Welcome back to Wildcat Sports Talk.
Get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park. Meantime,
I love Dire Straits. I always have. I say that all the time.
You do, yeah, you do.
I just do. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I dig them. 859-428-8419 is the number to call. If you would like to call in on the show, we will talk to you. The phone lines are wide open as we speak. So, if you want to talk, just call us. It's very simple. So we do have a big time kind of announcement to make.
Yep.
For the folks in Tennessee. Of course, Vernon doesn't like Dire Straits.
This is going to surprise some people.
So,
you want to turn this down?
We're getting picked up by an affiliate in Tennessee. We're going to be on in Nashville and possibly in Knoxville.
We are going to be
and
on
maybe
the radio, airwaves in Tennessee.
Yeah, so maybe just a little bit of everywhere. You know, Nashville is basically like Lexington South for a lot of people. So we're going to invade down there. So we're excited about that. I'm excited about being on down there. So more to come on.
What about people reaching out to us, man, getting us on in Tennessee? I'm excited about it, man. You know, we got a lot of Tennessee people that call the show and banter back and forth. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's big time. It's absolutely big time news. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who is this?
Hey, what's up, Adam and Tim? This is Austin.
Hey,
I was typing in the wrong number.
It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you gotta. It's hard. It's hard to remember sometimes. I know we got a lot of folks. I try to put it up on the bottom of the screen to make it easier, but I don't always remember to do that. And some people just listen, you know, like if you're on radio or whatever.
Well, how's it going, man? What you got for us?
It's going pretty good. Before I get started here, can I do one thing? Can I make a shout out to the family of Officer Medlock and
Absolutely.
his family and everything?
I'm glad that you mentioned that. Just a sad story there, and it's a very, very just tragic,
Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just
the whole
wanted to
community's
do. I
hurt.
just wanted to do a shout out, a little bit
Yeah.
of respect for him and his family in the city of London and everything they're going through
Yeah.
at the moment.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Big
that.
time. What you got for us
And
tonight, man?
as you guys know, I watch a lot of UK stuff, but I'm a pretty diehard Louisville fan.
Uh-huh.
So I was wanting to get on here, and I was wanting to see what you guys thought about this stat, just as, because we've talked about, the Louisville and Kentucky stuff and all that. But what do you guys think about these stats that the Louisville defense has been putting up here lately?
Well,
I think they lead. I think they're like number 1 in sacks right now. They're top 5 interceptions, top 10 red zone defense.
I mean, again,
are you guys? Do you guys think it's going to be a good Governor's Cup for the first time in a few years, or what do you guys think?
Be a good game.
It could be. I mean, it could be. My only thing to that though is, I mean, the teams they're playing are about the equivalent of like,
it is different. It is different.
An Auburn or a Mississippi State. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to gauge it. Here's the thing: if the Kentucky team that shows up, all right. So here's what I know will happen. All right, that's the game that Will Levis knows is like, you got to win that game, right?
He comes in ready to play that game.
He does. So
Hands
I mean,
down.
he's going to be hurdling guys and trucking guys.
Well, I'll say this, man. With that stat, with the defense you're talking about, and
let me. Do you guys care if I say? I pulled it up here. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
It's got. So this is what it is. It's okay. Louisville defense is number 1, and this is current, supposedly, per an ESPN reference. But it's Louisville defense number 1 in the country in sacks per game at 4.13. They're number 2 in interceptions at 14. They're number 3 in red zone defense, 64.5. Number 7 in tackles for loss per game at 7.88. And they're number 23 in scoring defense at 20.3. And one more stat, and this is just a little honorable mention. It says another stat that will blow your minds is this defense averages more sacks per game than any defense in the nation since 2014. That also includes the Clemson defensive line that had 4 first-round picks back then.
That is impressive. What I was going to say is with that, knowing what they're doing on defense, and with Kentucky's struggles lately, we're struggling on offense to get a good game plan going. The momentum's kind of falling off. The season's kind of falling to the side, if you will. Kentucky is really searching for an identity right now and for some momentum. So it's shaping up to be a good game. Of course, it's just going to depend on what happens these next few games. I mean, if Kentucky did something like beat Georgia or done something big like that, then the momentum's going to shift back to Kentucky. But right now, it's shaping up to be a really good Governor's Cup.
Just don't want to get blown out again. Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, nobody might ever score. They might have to let us line up at the 1 or something and take turns because with 2 good defenses, the game might be 0-0 at the end.
Yeah, because our roster, our schedule was looking pretty tough towards the end. There for a minute, we only had every game we had left was against a ranked opponent. Now JMU fell top 25. Kentucky fell. We still got Clemson and NC State. So we still got a couple more ranked teams to play against, but I just want it to be competitive. Like, I hope to God, I don't, blow us out by 40 plus. That's all I'm hoping.
Well, listen, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon. And go Cats!
All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Yep, thanks for the call, brother.
859-428-8419 is the number to call.
We need a Kentucky fan to call in.
We do. I mean, this is the thing. This is what happens when so this is kind of proof, and I want to address something too. This is sort of proof is what I've been talking about all along. I got a lot of criticism, and there's this guy that made a video about us, right? And he runs another show in another state.
Yeah.
All right. He's made this video and basically tried to say that we're just sort of, that we're irrelevant, right? That we don't, but what this show has proved is that what we're doing is working. And what you all don't realize is that even if we have haters calling our show, that shows people when we're trying to go out and say, hey, advertise, that we have listeners to the show. So I don't want to hear any of that crap anymore about how, we're irrelevant, or that we're, whatever, that, it's not just for this, it's that, you're ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. Okay. What we've created in 2 years, almost 3, is a highly successful radio show and podcast. And for the folks out there that are listening that want to know this, and please clip this portion of this show, all right? We're not going anywhere. We're going to be right here, all right?
We've worked hard to get where we're at. And, when people say that you're nowhere, it's fine. Because the people that watch – and here's the thing. Whenever you're trashing a show because you heard about it through your fans, then you can't. It's hard to say that show's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's hard to
you've
say.
Heard about them through your fans.
And here's the thing.
But my point is, we've worked hard to get where we're at. We want to go farther. We want to get more spread out across the state. There's a lot of goals that we still have, but what we've done in a short amount of time, less than 3 years, I would have never dreamed was possible.
Right.
I'm super excited.
And not only
about
that, but now we have a website that is gaining traction. It's gaining us enough credibility to get to UK to be credentialed for these games and have these trips. But anyway, I've got a caller on the line. Who's on with me? Hello?
Are you still there? No.
Oh, that was good.
They just wanted to listen.
They just want to listen in.
Yeah.
So when we called them out, they didn't want to talk. So that's fine. So I just see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. See, here's what I'm talking about right now. First of all, if it's not cool, okay, peep some of the videos that have 472,000 views, and tell me how cool that's not cool. I'll tell you what. Make a video that gets half of those views, and then come talk to me.
Well, here's the day, man. We're living in the day and age where it's all about getting out there and promoting and getting seen and getting heard and getting clicks and likes and shares. That's what it's all about now. So that's what we're doing. We're doing whatever we can to get likes and shares and views, and it's working. And I love the community. I love the banner.
I think on that particular comment though, that Logan was actually talking about Vernon.
Yeah,
because he is a bored old troll. But I know, in being a troll myself,
well, he made another comment right after that.
So I kind of am taking up for Vernon here, because it does work. What Vernon does work, because people know who
our
he
followers
knows
know who Vernon is.
They know who he is, so it works. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this? See,
what is going on?
And it's an unknown caller. Somebody thinks they're funny, and it's fine. Oh. You can just keep doing that. That's cool. No problem.
Well, you don't answer that call anymore. And if you guys see something pop up in comments about live streaming football or basketball, ignore that if you don't already know better. Ignore that if anybody's telling you to watch the game here. It's always a scam.
Yeah, look, and like this is a good example of that. So, we're going to go ahead and get another caller on the line really quick. We got about 30 seconds to a minute here. Who's on?
This is Derek. I wasn't the one hanging up, I promise.
No, we know.
No, I know. We know you're not. What's up?
Just wanted to say the season's not over yet. I think they'll bounce back against Missouri. So I have a lot of faith in these Cats, man. We've rode with them this long, guys. I'm going to keep riding. There's nothing that's going to sway me away from his team.
That's awesome, man. That's the kind of call I wanted to hear right there. A Kentucky fan, you're one of the biggest ones I know, and I like it that you brought positivity to the show.
Sounds great. Hey, man, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks for calling.
Appreciate you guys.
Go Cats. Hey, you're on the horn with Wildcat Sports Talk, but I'm not going to put you on just yet. Just stay on the line. Actually, no, you hung up, so that's fine. And we will get you on here in just a few. But man, look, the biggest thing and the biggest takeaway that folks need to know right now is the fact that as far as we are concerned, we're really we're definitely going to keep on rocking.
Oh yeah,
and no matter what.
We're moving forward, man. We're rolling. We're going forward.
No matter what the folks out there want to say about the show or the people that have come along and tried to recreate what we've done.
Let me say this, Adam. We are in Missouri right now at the top of a motel in the restaurant doing a show, and we're getting paid to do it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I think we're okay.
And I just want everybody to understand something. What he said on his personal page, like, we're a team.
Yeah.
We're a team.
Exactly.
So you come after one, you're coming after both.
100%.
And so the way this works is understand one thing. We are Wildcat Sports Talk, and we ain't going anywhere. All right? We're presented by the Kentucky Daily. We'll be back right after this. My name's Adam.
My name's Tim.
Stick tight.
Can you take me higher? To fly me over yesterday.
If you've been injured in an accident through no fault of your own, you have options. Don't let insurance companies tell you what your case is worth. Call me, Jeremy Bryant, at 606-261-7381. At Bryant Law, we want you to get the highest possible recovery for your injuries. We can help you with your car wreck, slip and fall, or workers' compensation case. No one should have to withstand the pain, suffering, and inconvenience of a debilitating injury without just compensation. Bryant Law, experience you can trust. Come see Kentucky Creative Bistro and Gallery at South Park Center in Corbin. We are an art gallery and bistro serving a variety of sandwiches, cakes, and coffees. We cater to offices, large groups, and deliver to the local area. If you dine in, you'll experience the vast talent that Kentucky has to offer. Our selections for sale include paintings, photography, and crafts. If you are a Kentucky artist wanting to get your work out to the world, contact us today. We are also now seeking writers for our new endeavor, Kentucky Creative Press.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
The deadly tornadoes that ripped through western and south central Kentucky destroyed homes, devastated communities, and unfortunately claimed the lives of our fellow Kentuckians. Radio and television stations across the Commonwealth have united as one voice in order to help. Please consider supporting the Team Western Kentucky Relief Fund today. Simply go to kba.org and click the Donate Now button. This message of hope is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Like what we do? Share this on your socials and tell everyone.
It's Big Blue Nation's best kept secret, Wildcat Sports Talk.
Welcome back in here to the final segment. Wildcat Sports Talk. 859-428-8419 is the number to call as we're rolling right along. And I just wanted to move. I had to address that because we've been getting a lot of stuff. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. The lowest of the low are the folks out there that take it really personal.
Yeah.
That bring it and make it personal.
And most people don't. Most
don't. But the ones that
people,
do, man, I got nothing for you.
No, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. I mean, look, here, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm one of the biggest Kentucky fans you'll ever see. You know that. We both are. And growing up, man, when Kentucky would lose, I would cry, man. It would ruin me. Like I was it meant everything to me, and it still means a lot to me. But I get excited. I get upset. Like, when Kentucky loses or they're struggling, I get really frustrated. I get upset. I have a hard time. My family knows if Kentucky loses, don't call Tim for a few hours. Maybe wait till the next day, that type of thing. Like I really get that invested in it. But what I'll never do, Adam, never, ever, ever do is attack an individual because I don't agree with their ideas on their team or my team or a media outlet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if a media outlet comes out and says Kentucky's horrible, they're going to lose the rest of their games. I'm not going to call that guy that said that names.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Or
talk about their family.
Yeah.
Never ever bring someone's family into a sports debate.
Right. And when you do that, you show how ignorant you are.
And
that's just it. You just do. So no more of that. I want to say this as well. Vernon just lost all credibility with me.
What did Vernon do?
He goes, hey, guys, I want you to know the best player in the NBA today is Kyrie Irving.
Oh, my God.
Whether you like him or not.
Dude,
Kyrie Irving.
He tries really hard. I'm glad he brought up Kyrie Irving.
I'm glad he did because what a
dude. Let's just say Kyrie Irving's different. He's different.
He believes the Earth's flat. Like he really believes that. Like I can tell you, it's not. I mean, it's flat here. I mean, it's real.
He must have only been in
he must have only been in Missouri and Illinois because it's flat here. But I mean, flat. Like, I think there's just it's not flat anywhere. Like, and like that's impossible. Like, there's no possibility of it being flat. Anyway, there's that. But then the whole other thing too, like so. You know, the thing that he posted or whatever. I don't know the whole details of it. And I mean, at this point, that's for everyone else to kind of formulate an opinion on. But as far as saying he's the best player in the NBA,
I bet Steph Curry lies awake at night wishing he was as good as Kyrie Irving, don't you? I mean, how does that make sense?
It makes zero sense.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, as much as I actually might hate to say this, LeBron might be a better player than Kyrie Irving.
Yes, he is. And don't say, I mean, Kyrie's got skill. He does have skill. But you can't even put down Steph Curry and say, well, he played with Kevin Durant. Well, okay, he's won without Kevin Durant, and Kyrie can't win anything with Kevin Durant.
Oh, well. I mean, and Vernon says he is the man, guarantee it.
Guarantee?
Well, if he guarantees it,
what makes you the man?
It has to be the gospel on
not
that.
Getting to the finals and not winning the championship. What makes you? I don't know. What makes you a man? The man. I don't know. But
hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this? Hello.
Are you there?
Hello. Are you with me?
We're getting a lot of calls, but a lot of people struggling to
get in here
to talk.
I mean, I'll talk to you. You know what? This is weird because I don't normally get this call. You see what this says?
Yes, I do.
So we're going to try to see. We're going to try to see if we can get this call to come through here. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. We'll have to see what's going on.
Definitely an interesting. Let's see. No one's messaged me, so we'll just have to wait and see who calls. We'll call this number back here to see if it's see if it's something. So what is this?
Is that a voice message?
I don't know. So what a weird.
Anyway, look, I didn't get to watch much of the exhibition game tonight. If you're on radio, if you're listening on radio, 106.3 or 98.5, I know it's Saturday morning and we're getting ready for the Kentucky game, but we're doing this live on Facebook Thursday night, and the exhibition game's going on, and everybody's excited about it, Adam. C.J. Frederick come out hitting a bunch of shots, passing the ball very well, putting up some points, blowing the team out. It's just like the old days, man.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's it was nice to see that. We're excited. Next week starts everything.
Man, we got a big one next week.
Next week is when we're hitting it on all cylinders.
That's a long way from home.
It is a long way from home. Yeah, it absolutely is. I'm going to go ahead and take this call. You're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this? Hello?
Hello? Are they trying to play us some music?
I think they are.
Oh, that was a good try.
That was good.
They're getting better.
That was good. Well, it was. I think it was Grove Street Party.
Oh, was it?
So somebody's calling and playing Grove Street Party.
Well, are you sure
that was Grove Street Party? I'm pretty sure it was. And that's what it sounded like.
It's been a wild night for calls.
I mean, it's just.
Man, talk about this view behind us, Adam. Is that not amazing, man?
Yeah, we're up here like 12, 13 stories up, man. And, you can see the Capitol over here and hey.
Awesome, man. I mean, if it was daytime, we'd show it to you. But it's not time.
It's not. Yeah, that's for sure. But anyway, folks, again, thank you all so much for being the best part of
yes.
Of,
we don't
show.
thank people enough around here, Adam. We got to get back to thanking people. Thank you for listening on the radio. Thank you for Facebook Live views or everywhere you're watching us, YouTube, iHeartRadio, wherever you're checking in. We really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And there's another call coming in.
Yeah, there is another call coming in. We're going to take this call too. See if it's... Somebody thinks they're funny, don't they?
We'll have to block that call.
Yeah, well, they're calling from different numbers over and over and over. They think they're hilarious.
I know it. Was that a 606 number?
Yeah, it was too. Yeah, there's just so much.
I know.
There's just,
man, I wish I didn't have anything to do. You know what I mean? Like no life at all.
And you know what?
Wouldn't it be cool if you had nothing at all?
I really want to thank those folks too.
Yeah,
because they're listening. They know we're live,
and we get credit for their view.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to the show.
Living the good life, doing what we love. That is right, Jessica. We are living the good life. Life is good anyway, Adam. You know what I mean? We're blessed to be here.
We are. So anyway, quick prediction. I'm going to say 28-17 Cats win on the road.
Wow, 28-17. That's a good one.
Hurry.
All right, I'm going to say Kentucky wins. Let's go 35-28.
All right, we'll have a post-game show for you on Saturday. Be checking out the page periodically because we are in Missouri and we got to find something to do.
That's not going to be hard.
Gonna find something.
Man, I've never been to Missouri. This is awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I know. We're here
on the top of a motel, man, in a restaurant. I love it. Man.
Thank you guys so much. My name's Adam.
My name's Tim.
We are Wildcat Sports Talk, presented by the Kentucky Daily. Y'all take care.
Drank too many beers on Friday after work. Our best blue jeans have skull rings. We wear our boots to church. So rough around the edges, it's hard to believe that girls like you love guys like